In this episode, we're going to take a look at the nature of the earth element in astrology. First, we'll go through a brief overview of the element in general, and then we'll look at the unique way this energy is expressed in each of the 3 earth zodiac signs. In terms of personality, earth is said to bring about sensuality, stability, and pragmatism. But there's so much more to this element, and I'm really excited to do this deep dive with Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. You are all such truly beautiful souls. I love earth energy. I always find that earth signs have the best dry sense of humor. They're so much fun. So every zodiac sign is associated with one of the 4 classical Greek elements: fire, earth, air, and water. Earth is special. It's the only element that holds its shape all on its own. All the other elements are quite formless. If you think about fire, it sort of goes wherever it wants, and it's difficult to contain. Air and water can be given shape if put into a container, but once they're out of the container, there's no structure at all. Earth is the one element with the strength and self-discipline to maintain an unwavering constitution, which is a truly admirable characteristic unique to earth signs in astrology. They're such solid, trustworthy people. Aristotle wrote that the basic physical qualities of earth were dry and cool, as opposed to an element like air, which he characterized as warm and moist. These qualities are important symbolic reference points because they can help explain the way earth signs express their energy. If we think of things that are cool, they're often solid or immobile or slow. Think of pouring molasses on a cold day. Cool things also have soothing and anti-inflammatory properties. If someone is injured, the first thing we do is put an ice pack on it. In contrast to fire signs, which can be kind of incendiary and agitating at times, which isn't necessarily a bad thing to any fire signs listening. Sometimes you need a spark of fire to get things moving. But we're talking about the virtues of earth signs right now, and one of those virtues is the fact that they tend to be very temperate and gentle. Now, if we think of things that are dry, they tend to be hard and structured. Think of making bricks in a traditional way, where you start with wet clay or mud, and it's totally soft when you start. You wouldn't want a house made of soft mud because it would just collapse in on you. But once mud dries, you have really sturdy building blocks. And that quality of steadiness is something all earth signs typically share. So from these Greek elemental properties, we can determine that earth signs are calm, soothing, moderate, stable, and strong. Now I'm going to get into a breakdown of each individual earth sign. Timestamps will be in the description, so you can skip to your sign. I recommend listening for your rising sign if you're looking to understand more about your personality. If you don't know your rising sign, that's okay. You can always listen to your moon sign or your sun sign. And you can listen for other planets too, which will provide a better understanding of specific areas of your life. For example, if you have Venus, the planet of love, in an earth sign, then these interpretations I'm about to get into will help explain a bit about how you experience relationships. Taurus embodies the stability of earth as well as the beauty and sensuality. I have a real soft spot for this sign. Taurus has so much lovely energy to give to the world. This is the earth energy of pretty May flowers, everything's in bloom, everything smells nice and fragrant, the resources of nature are abundant. Taurus is the ultimate sign of natural beauty. Henry David Thoreau wrote, "Heaven is in the earth under our feet as much as it is over our heads." It's in the scent of fresh flowers, or the taste of sweet blackberries, or the majestic beauty of rippling hillsides. Earthly pleasures need no artificial adornment. They're perfect the way they are. There's something simplistic in the best possible way about how Taurus expresses the delightful sensory and aesthetic beauty of the earth element. Earth signs, especially Taurus, can be quite slow in the way they work or move through life in general. It takes them a long time to start something new or change direction mid-project, and that is a point of criticism leveled against them at times, but this is one of their best qualities. They don't rush. They know the value of taking things slow, which is so necessary and needed in our modern world where everything is so frenetic. Taurus sets a good example for all of us to slow down, take things one step at a time, and actually enjoy life. Enjoy being in a moment. Taurus has that grounded, earthy wisdom. It's a wonderful gift they have to teach those around them, and while Taurus may take their time getting started, once they do, they're a powerhouse. The nature of earth energy is that it has substance and gravitas. So whatever Taurus puts their mind to creating is going to have lasting value. Earth is the most stable element. It doesn't flicker and fizzle out like fire. It doesn't arbitrarily flow around like water. It doesn't dissipate like air. Earth stands the test of time. As Lao Tzu says in the Tao Te Ching, nature does not hurry, and yet everything is accomplished. Taurus embodies that earthy energy of deliberate action. That's another Taurus gift to the world: quality over quantity. Thank you so much for listening, Taurus. Comment and tell me what your favorite thing is about being an earth sign. Leave a like if you enjoyed this, and please subscribe. I would be so happy to have you with me. Virgo embodies the resourcefulness and the practical natures of earth. The intelligence of earth is that it seamlessly provides everything we need for us as long as we manage those resources responsibly. And Virgo is the go-to sign when it comes to efficient resource management. Virgo has that earthy cleverness where they always know what needs to be done to ensure that everyone gets what they need. That's one of the beautiful gifts that Virgo brings to the world, and they provide for those needs with as little waste or excess as possible. Virgo brings to mind an Isaac Newton quote, "Earth is pleased with simplicity." There's a meticulous, craftsman-like precision to the way Virgo understands how to fulfill what is required in any given situation. They will work really expertly on building a systematic approach to whatever they're tasked with, whether it's meal planning for a family or running a corporation, and they'll sort of chip away at anything from that process that consumes energy or resources without providing something of productive value. Virgo gives us everything we need and nothing we don't. And what I love about this sign is that they're such experts and they're so precise, but they have the subtlety of a true master. There's no affectation, there's no putting on airs, there's no conceitedness. Earth is the least flashy and dramatic element. Virgo doesn't need to get attention with superficial gimmicks because they know that their value is more substantial than that. And in an age of excessive superficiality, I'd say we could all use more Virgo energy in the world. Thank you so much for listening, Virgo. Comment and tell me what your favorite thing is about being an earth sign. Leave a like if you enjoyed this, and please subscribe. I would be so happy to have you with me. Capricorn brings forth the resilience, the timelessness, the self-discipline, and the structured nature of earth. If no one is controlling you and providing you with structure, not a lot of people have what it takes to be an upstanding person on their own and exercise their own self-control. But Capricorn does. No one needs to micromanage and tell Capricorn what to do because Capricorn is already doing what needs to be done. Capricorn was born doing what needs to be done, which is a really lovely quality because you can rely on Capricorn to take the lead and model a diligent work ethic for everyone. And this doesn't necessarily have to be energy that's just expressed in the context of work or a career. It depends on an individual's birth chart where Capricorn energy is most focused, but it could just as easily be applied to building a family or a fitness routine or whatever Capricorn sets out to achieve. They persevere. They get stuff done. Capricorn is such a deep sign because its energy is so much about sculpting a legacy across time. They have such a breadth of understanding about the traditions that came before them, and they use that as a foundation to build what they themselves want to create. This makes for lasting achievements. The great Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu wrote, "Nature is everlasting. Earth endures because it does not live of or for itself." I think that's a perfect quote to describe the earth energy as it's manifested by Capricorn. Whatever Capricorn is here to do, they know it's bigger than just them. It's often an intergenerational legacy that they have a hand in contributing to in some significant way. That's one of the most beautiful attributes to Capricorn and the important work they do in the world. Capricorn's actions are etched in stone. They leave a mark on the world in a way that few other signs can. Thank you so much for listening, Capricorn. Tell me what your favorite thing is about being an earth sign. Leave a like if you enjoyed this, and please subscribe. I would be so happy to have you with me.